Welcome back to The Betrayed. I'm Gina Beck.
This is Drew Williams.
Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. We appreciate y'all, especially the reviews on Apple Podcasts. It really means a lot.
Yeah, and like always, thank you again for the continued support, the continued engagement, and the hashtag Banana Cats.
And thank you for checking out our website. It's always linked in the description below. How are you, Drew?
I'm alright, G. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing well. Christmas, right?
Yeah, this will be coming out on Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. If you're listening to this, we love y'all. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a great Christmas, or if not so great, hey, I'm not celebrating this year, so
Some people don't. Some people, whether just they're not part of, that set of religion or anything like that, and some people just don't do
Yeah,
it.
that too. Yeah. Lots of different reasons. You're celebrating?
Oh, absolutely. This is my niece was almost 2, so this will be like the first Christmas where she's like, really interactive with everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Like we said, I hope you guys all had a good holiday. If it was just a day for you, I hope it was a good day.
We have a few things that we want to talk about. First and foremost, I know it's not really in the Christmas spirit, but hey, you're listening to The Betrayed, right? You're not listening to whatever else is all about rainbows and butterflies. So this is about this guy. It caught my eye. This is out of Florida. He's registered. You guys know what that means. And he was in trouble in 2003 for, dilly-dallying as young as, and so he reoffended years later, right? But who knows what he didn't get caught for in those years in between. And he got caught for recording, a teenager that was in her bedroom window, like, into her nightgown, like trying to go to bed and stuff, it's just disgusting. And so the whole point of me wanting to bring this up, and we'll link the article below so that way you guys could see his face and have all that information. His name is Scott. Robert Scott. He's 46, out of Bartow. And I just wanted to bring this up because, this could be someone's neighbor. This could be,
Was this in California?
No, this is in Florida.
Florida, okay.
We always say all the time, it could always be anyone and la da da da, but like this is proof of it. This happened 2 weeks ago. Like it's crazy how things like that happen, and I'm glad that the news still talks about things like that, because they could easily just be like, "Oh, it's another peeping Tom," right? But no, he's peeping. Oh, that's not cool.
Well, I think the legal term would be prowling.
Prowling, okay.
Yeah, I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that that's what it would be considered. It'd probably be
Either way, it's disgusting, right?
yeah, it's super super weird, and like I know that like that term peeping Tom, it almost seems like I don't know. You've seen like old '80s movies where they make jokes about
Yeah.
peeping toms, like it's not that big a deal and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Like they're just like peeking in the window and get caught real quick and run away, or they run away before they get caught, type thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we've moved past that in society. We realize that that is super weird and not a good sign of.
Yeah, because we have cell phones these days, and he was recording her, and so like he was keeping it for his catalog for later. That's so messed up. He's 46 years old in the streets, looking in those windows. That's so messed
And
up.
who knows with the way things are now, if that's going up onto some weird dark web page, and
Right.
it's like.
Or sharing it with whoever in groups, Discord groups, like Telegram groups or WhatsApp. Like, who knows?
It's kind of a good segue into one of the main things I kind of wanted to talk about. We have someone we quite. I don't know if we. I guess I look up to him. I like him a lot. His name's MomMax. He has a channel on YouTube. He has a well. He did have a new video out that has been pulled down, and we will leave links to ways to find the video now. There's a new place that most of us should probably start getting onto that is filled with weirdos. There is a free game. I believe it's basically like a browser-based game called Imvu. And when you watch the documentary, you've probably seen ads for this before. I didn't realize what it was till they brought it up in the documentary. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. But this is trying to think of like a term. It's a multi-person. It's an MMO, multiple multi-person something. I can't remember exactly what the acronym MMO stands for, but there's a few of them out there. But this one's
It's
free.
I think the best way to explain it, not to interrupt you, but it's like a sloppy Sims, but you're able to talk to real life people,
That's
right?
that's a you nailed it. I was trying to think of a game to compare it to, and I could not. That's exactly. It's like a sloppy Sims that.
But you're able to talk to real life people
Yeah,
though,
and there's
in like a
just
chat bubble type thing
and then on
above
top of
your
that, there's
person.
like you
Yeah.
can buy things. I believe it boasts like the world's biggest digital market. So there's
Mm,
like there's this whole open digital world where there's teen clubs, adult clubs, but we know how the internet is. It's very easy to just make an account, pretend you're an adult or pretend you're a teen.
yeah.
And if you watch this documentary from Mama Max, this seems to be the new place where these guys are all going. This seems to be where they're because this is where all the kids are. And
Would you say it's new, or would you say it just hasn't been found out yet and it's been happening since it was
I think
created,
it's been happening this whole time. I think this whole
right?
time, this entire time we've been fighting this battle, this has been a whole other underworld that I mean,
So I'll ask you something. Have you heard of a game called Zwinky? Zwinky.
yes. I don't know why I know that, but I know that that is a game. Is that another free one?
It's free, I do believe, and you're able to buy things just like how you're able to buy things in IMVU. And but it's not as like it's not like there's not like teen clubs and there's not like adult clubs like how you just said. But in Zwinky there is like a club, but it's not like labeled that or anything, adult or teen. It's just a club. And then there's like a beach, and then there's a mall, and there's all these different places. And it is a sloppy Sims. I think it's more well created than IMVU though, but I don't think it's as promoted as IMVU. These IMVU people have their little ads everywhere, like everywhere, right? So Zwinky, you don't see those little ads like you do see IMVU. And if you haven't seen the IMVU, once you watch this documentary, you'll be like, oh, okay, I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, like
So yeah,
you had to if you spent any amount of time on the internet in the last 10 years, you have seen these ads. You just don't know
yeah.
it.
But Zwinky doesn't promote like that. So when I was young, here's a relatable story that came to mind while I'm watching this documentary. When I was young, I got told by, I think, a cousin of mine about something called iSketch in Zwinky. And iSketch was fun because you had to guess what the person was sketching. But if you looked more into iSketch, there was groups, and it was like an 18 plus group and like a 50 plus group, and then like an RP group, is that what it's called or something, where people like role play or
Yeah,
something? And that's
RP.
where I learned about like
Some of the weird stuff.
weird adult stuff on there. And I'm like, okay, this is not just a guess what I'm drawing site. I shouldn't be here, right? And I knew that at 15. I was like, I should not be here. But then Zwinky though, I had played Sims. So Zwinky was like a Sims to me, but like I never talked to anybody like that. And people were able to talk like that. And I saw other people talking because they're like all lined up on the beach talking. I only like jumped in one time in a world, created a little girl character. Nobody could hear my voice, but that's what I thought is like, as an adult now, as I'm watching this documentary, imagine if it was voice, and not just type. You would be able to catch way more weirdos in these games. That's what I
Yeah,
thought about. I was like, I wish voice was in here because it's
it,
easy to chat and stuff, but like once they hear the voice, they want to meet.
well, Mama Max used he bought leggings. That's how he roped in. Uh,
Right in the booty picture. Right.
yeah. So guys, next time
And he
you
had a
send,
girl, he had a friend, and he was
yeah.
able to use her in Discord for the voice, which was cool, but just imagine having like that voice thing
Well, like you
in
said,
the game.
it would make it easier to find because I mean this video it sounds like it took them at least almost half a year to track down the guy.
Yeah, he was very careful too.
Yeah, well he still is. I mean his video keeps getting pulled down. There is a few places, and we'll also leave. If you pay attention on Instagram when this goes live, I will leave for a couple days a way for you to find it on my own page. I
But
just
that
we
goes to show like IMVU, Zwinky, iSketch. These are three of like hundreds, thousands of sites that are online that kids just run into or friends talk about and tell each other about, and then they go home and look it up themselves. It's so easily accessible if they have a device with internet. So make sure you're checking your kids' devices. Make sure if you don't have kids, but your other family members have kids and they're not very tech savvy, that you remind them to check their kids' devices. It's very important.
The other thing we could bring up is Custodio. We haven't promoted that in a while, but that is a program that you can use that will monitor all your kids' stuff. It's spelled Qustodio. If you go to that, I believe it is custodio.com. And if you even go to their Instagram, they have tons of things for parents to look out for, like how to disable loot boxes on gaming consoles. And if your kids are into new games, you know exactly what loot boxes are. There's other things showing you how to turn on the most safe modes for YouTube, and this is all free information. So, like she's saying, just you got to pay attention. And even in the video, they talk about eventually they outsmart the parents because there's always something new. So,
And I
yes,
hate to like overwhelm people with information, but it goes as far as even going to the website that we always talk about, where you can see the people that live in your area
oh,
that,
familywatchdog.org.
yeah, we'll link that in the description as well. And we even had someone who found it useful and we got tagged in them using it and realizing that there's weirdos around them. So make sure you keep an eye and not maybe have your kids take that path to school or take that path to the store, or you all take that path to the library or the playground. There's alternative routes.
Absolutely. Use the free tools.
All right. Thank you for listening, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until next time, we love you guys. Banana Cats.
Banana Cats. Much love. Merry Christmas.